Take the boy to you, he so troubles me, 'tis past enduring. Come, my gracious lord, shall I be your playfellow? None, I'll none of you. Why, my sweet lord? You'll kiss me hard, and speak to me as if I were a baby still. I love you better. And why so, my lord? Not for because your brows are blacker, yet black brows, they say, become some women best, so that there be not too much hair there, but in a semicircle, or a half-moon made with a pen. Who taught this? I learned it out of women's faces. Pray now, what color are your eyebrows? Blue, my lord. Nay, that's a mock. I have seen a lady's nose that has been blue, but not her eyebrows. Hark ye, the queen your mother rounds apace. We shall present our services to a fine new prince one of these days, and then you'd wanton with us if we would have you. She is spread of late into a goodly bulk, a good time encounter her. What wisdom stirs amongst you? Come, sir, now I am for you again. Pray sit you by us, and tells a tale. Merry or sad shall it be, as merry as you will. A sad tale's best for winter. I have one of sprites and goblins. Let's have that, good sir. Come on, sit down. Come on, and do your best to frighten you with your sprites. You're powerful at it. There was a man. Nay, come sit down, that dwelt by a churchyard. I will tell it softly, yon cricket shall not hear it. Come on then, and give it me in mine ear. Was he met there, his train, Camillo with him? Behind the tuft of pines I met them. Never saw I men scour so on their way. I eyed them even to their ships. How blessed am I in my just censor, in my true opinion, alack for lesser knowledge. How accursed in being so blessed. There may be in the cup a spider steeped, and one may drink depart, and yet partake no venom, for his knowledge is not infected. But if one present the abhorred ingredient to his eye, make known how he hath drunk, he cracks his gorge, his spider, his sides with violent hefts. I've drunk and seen the spider. Camillo was his help in this, his pander. There is a plot against my life, my crown. All's true that is mistrusted. That false villain, whom I employed, was pre-employed by him. He has discovered my design, and I remain a pinched thing. Yea, a very trick for them to play at will. How came the postern so easily open? By his great authority, which often hath no less prevailed than so on your command. I know it too well. Give me the boy. I am glad you did not nurse him, though he does bear some signs of me. Yet you have too much blood in him. What is this, sport? Bear the boy hence. He shall not come about her. Away with him, and let her sport herself. With that she's big with, for 'tis Polixenes has made thee swell thus. But I'd say he had not, and I'll be forsworn you would believe my saying, howe'er you lean to the nayward. You, my lords, look on her, mark her well, but be but about to say she is a goodly lady, and the justice of your hearts will thereto add 'tis pity she's not honest, honorable. Praise her but for this her without door form, which on my faith deserves high speech, and straight the shrug, the hum or ha, these petty brands that calumny doth use. Oh, I am out. That mercy does, for calumny will sear virtue itself. These shrugs, these hums and ha's, when you have said she's goodly, come between, ere you can say she's honest. But be it known for him that has most cause to grieve it should be, she's an adulteress. Should a villain say so? The most replenished villain in the world? He was much more villain you, my lord. Do but mistake. You have mistook, my lady, Polixenes for Leontes. O thou thing which I'll not call a creature of thy place, Thus barbarism making me the precedent, should a like language used to all degrees, and mannerly distinguishment leave out betwixt the prince and beggar. I have said she's an adulteress, I have said with whom, more she's a traitor, and Camillo is a federary with her, and one that knows what she became, what should shame to know herself, but with her most vile principle, that she's a bed swerver, even as bad as those that vulgars give boldest titles, aye, and privy to this their late escape. No, by my life, privy to none of this. How will this grieve you, when you shall come to clearer knowledge that you thus have published me? Gentle my lord, you scarce can write me throughly, than to say you did mistake. No, if I mistake in those foundations which I build upon, the centre is not big enough to bear a schoolboy's top. Away with her to prison. He who shall speak for her is afar off guilty, but that he speaks. There's some ill planet reigns. I must be patient till the heavens look with an aspect more favorable. Good my lords, I am not prone to weeping as our sex commonly are, and the want of which vain dew perchance shall dry your pities. But I have that honorable grief lodged here, which burns worse than tears drown. Beseech you all, my lords, with thoughts so qualified as your charities, shall best instruct you measure me, and so the king's will be performed. Shall I be heard? Who is it that goes with me? Beseech your highness, my women may be with me, for you see my plight requires it. Do not weep, good fools, there is no cause. When you shall know your mistress has deserved prison, then abound in tears as I come out. This action I now go on is for my better grace. Adieu, my lord, I never wish to see you sorry. Now I trust I shall. My women, come, you have leave. Go, do our bidding, hence. Beseech your highness, call the queen again. Be certain what you do, sir, lest your justice prove violence in the which three great ones suffer, yourself, your queen, your son. For her, my lord, I dare my life lay down, and will do it, sir. Please you to accept it, that the queen is spotless in the eyes of heaven, and to you I mean, in this which you accuse her. If it prove she's otherwise, I'll keep my stables where I lodge my wife. I'll go in couples with her. Then, when I feel and see her no farther trust her, every inch of woman in the world, aye, and every dram of woman's flesh is false if she be. Hold your pieces. Good my lord, it is for you we speak, not for ourselves. You are abused by some putter-on that will be damned for it. Would I knew the villain, I would land damn him. Be she honor flawed. I have 3 daughters. The eldest is 11, the second and the third 9 and some 5. If this prove true, they'll pay for it, by mine honor. I'll geld 'em all. 14 they shall not see, to bring false generations. They are co-heirs, and I had rather glib myself than they should not produce fair issue. Cease no more. You smell this business with a sense as cold as is a dead man's nose, but I do see it and feel it as you feel doing thus, and see withal the instruments that feel. If it be so, we need no grave to bury honesty. There's not a grain of it, the face to sweeten of the whole dungy earth. What, lack I credits? I'd rather you did lack than I, my lord, upon this ground, and more it would content me to have her honor true than your suspicion be blamed for it how you might. Why, what need we commune with you of this, but rather follow our forceful instigation? Our prerogative calls not your counsels, but our natural goodness imparts this, which if you, or stupefied, or seeming so unskilled, cannot or will not relish a truth like us, inform yourselves. We need no more of your advice. The matter, the loss, the gain, the ordering on it is all properly ours. And I wish, my liege, you had only in your silent judgment tried it without more overture. How could that be? Either thou art most ignorant by age, or thou art born a fool. Camillo's flight added to their familiarity, which was as gross as ever touched conjecture, that lacked sight only, not for approbation, but only seeing all of their circumstances made up to the deed, doth push on this proceeding, yet for a greater confirmation, for an act of of this importance 'twere most piteous to be wild. I have dispatched in post to sacred Delphos, to Apollo's temple of Cleomenes and Dion, whom you know, of stuffed sufficiency. Now from the oracle they will bring all, whose spiritual counsel shall stop or spur me. Have I done well? Well done, my lord. Though I am satisfied and need no more than what I know, yet shall the oracle give rest to the minds of others, such as he whose ignorant credulity will not come up to the truth. So have we thought it good from our free person she should be confined, lest that the treachery of the two fled hence be left to her to perform. Come follow us. We are to speak in public, for this business will raise us all to laughter, as I take it, if the good truth were known.